Good day, yogis. Welcome to practice. Today we will need a few props for this practice. So please gather a couple of blocks, a strap or belt, a towel or a blanket. This is preferably to be practicing on a wooden or tile floor or smooth floor. And if you like, a bolster or a cushion will do as well. Okay, so let's begin our practice in Virasana pose. Virasana pose is hero's pose. So bring your knees, your thighs parallel to each other. If you like, you can place a block or a pillow between your feet and sit on the block. The block can be on the mid setting, the low setting, or you can actually sit between your heels. So your heels slightly pop out to the sides, extending your front thighs, your quads. Rest your hands on your thighs. And just take a few arriving here breaths. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Inhale and exhale. Okay, today we're going to be practicing a rather fun practice, and it's based on the legend of Hanuman. Hanuman is one of the mythical characters in yoga. Like many of the postures, you can read into the origin of the postures, and they have stories, mythical stories that go along with them. The story of Hanuman, or the monkey deity, there's many stories of his adventures. So his attributes of character are power, courage, and devotion. So most of the postures and the stories that go along with them are to teach us some of the big life lessons that we need to learn, and some of the small ones too, just to give us courage, to allow us to use our bodies to connect with some of the issues that we face being human beings. And so the story of Hanuman is rather a fun one. So one of the stories goes that he was really good friends with the king, and unfortunately the king's wife, Sita, was kidnapped and taken to the island of Sri Lanka by a demon. And the king enlisted his friend's help. So he said to Hanuman, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get her back. And Hanuman said, leave it to me. I'm devoted to you. You're my really good friend. I'm going to save your wife. So he went to the southern tip of India and sat like us in Virasana pose, meditating and seeking power and trying to find the courage to go and save Sita. And so that, as the legend goes, he literally took a leap of faith. He leaped from southern India all the way over to Sri Lanka. Took a giant leap over and saved the day, saved Sita, and showed his strong courage, power, and devotion for his good friend. So maybe we all have oceans that we have to cross every once in a while, and they seem insurmountable. And it often takes quite a leap of faith to face some of our most difficult trials in life. So this is sort of a sweet metaphor for facing our fears, having a leap of faith, and having faith in our own courage and power to make changes in our lives. So maybe we'll come now to close our eyes and connect with our breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Notice the sensations in your body. Feel your feet, the tops of your feet pressing into the ground. Allow your hands to become heavy and sink onto your legs. Draw your shoulder blades together, lifting your chest slightly up. Tilt your chin in and lengthen the back of your neck, reaching up through the crown of your head. Connecting with your breath. Notice the sensations around you. Recognize and smile at the thoughts and emotions that arise as you sit here and as you practice. Smile at the thoughts that come without judgment and allow them to go, making space for more. So thinking of your power, thinking of your courage, which is not always easy to summon. Bring your hands to prayer position. Bow to your hearts. Set an intention for this practice to summon your courage and power to try new things and to listen to your body. Okay, let's open our eyes now and come into child's pose. So remove the block. Separate your knees, reach your hands towards the front of your mat, touch your big toes together, and rest your head on the mat. Allow your elbows to sink into the ground. Allow your hips to become heavy. Shift as much as you need to feel comfortable and settled here. Breathe deep and full. Notice here the quality of your breath. Now reach your hands forward slightly, come up onto your fingertips. Lift your elbows up and shrug your shoulders, lifting your armpits away from the floor. Take one more deep breath. Now plant your hands under your shoulders and come up into tabletop position. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, and come to neutral spine. Press into your hands. We'll practice cow and cat pose. So inhale, rock your belly to the earth and look up for cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, press into the ground and shrug your shoulders. And inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Two more just like that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come to flat back, neutral spine. Curl your toes, lift your hips up and back, and let's come into our first downward dog. We'll walk out the first dog by bending your knee, alternating one knee at a time, wagging your tail side to side. Press into the four corners of the palms of your hands. Open up your fingers. And when you're ready, come to stillness. If you like, your feet can be hip distance apart for balance. Shrug your shoulders slightly to strengthen the shoulder joints. And take one more breath here. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift your heels and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Remain folded over your legs. Hold on to opposite elbows. And just allow your head, neck, and chest to sink down towards the ground. Your knees can be soft, they can be quite bent. And if you like, rock side to side, make little arcs with your elbows. Ragdoll pose. Now come to stillness. Release your elbows, bring your hands to your waist. Draw your elbows up towards the sky. Press into your feet and slowly make your way to standing position. Tadasana. Reach your fingertips towards the earth. Good. Shoulder blades back. Bring your feet together. We'll begin our practice with sun salutations. Surya Namaskara A, sun salutation A. Inhale. Reach up. Urdhva Hastasana, look up. Exhale. Uttanasana. Touch the earth. Inhale. Arda Hanyamanasana, look up halfway. Exhale. Plant your hands and step or hop into plank pose. Slowly lower, coming through your knees all the way to the ground. Inhale, squeeze your elbows in and practice a low cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come through tabletop all the way to downward facing dog. Inhale here and exhale. One more deep inhale. Fully exhale. Inhale, lift your heels and transition to the top step or hop your feet. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, sit into chair pose, Utkatasana, hips back and reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, hips up. Inhale, half forward fold, look up. Exhale, plant your hands and step or hop to plank pose. Slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to step your right foot between your hands. Exhale, inhale, rise up to high lunge. Then exhale, lower your hands, step back to plank and slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward and rise up on the left side, high lunge. Exhale, lower your hands, step back into plank and slowly lower to the earth. Point your feet, inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold the dog for 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your heels and step or hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half forward fold, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Now come into Utkatasana chair. Sink your hips down and rise up. Stand up and bring your hands to the heart space. Surya Namaskara C. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, look up. Exhale, step your left heel back and rise up into high lunge. Exhale, come into warrior 2. Drop your left heel down, reach your hands out. Push down into both feet and breathe. Holding and breathing. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Windmill your hands around your front foot. Step back into plank and slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your left heel up. Step your left heel forward and exhale. Inhale, rise to high lunge. Exhale, come to warrior 2 by dropping your right heel down. Press into both feet. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, windmill your hands around the front foot. Step back into plank and slowly lower. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold the dog for 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heels to transition. Step or hop to the top. Half forward fold, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, lift up, look up, heart up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. And Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, Arda Hanyamanasana, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, touching the earth. Inhale, half forward fold, Arda Hanyamanasana. Exhale, plant your hands and transition to plank. Slowly lower to the earth. Inhale. Curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heels and step or hop to the top. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, sit into chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Arda Hanyamanasana, look up. Exhale, plant your hands and step or hop to plank. Slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your right heel up, tail of the dog. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, rise to high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Pressing down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, windmill your hands around the front foot. Step back into plank and slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your big toes together. Inhale, lift your left heel up this time. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Extend your left side body. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Windmill your hands around the front foot and step back into plank pose. Slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heels and transition to the top. Exhale. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit into chair pose. And exhale, come to standing. Surya Namaskara C. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half forward fold, look up. Exhale, step your left foot back, keep your left heel up, and rise to high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Bend your front elbow. Reach your left hand up. Open up your chest. Press into the heel of your front foot and the outside of your back foot. Good. Spin your body open. Now reach your top hand towards the top of the mat. Breathe deep and full. Option here to reach for the floor on the outside of your front foot. Otherwise, stay as you are. Reaching. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Drop your left hand down. Come up onto your left big toe. And step back to plank. Slowly lower to the earth. Inhale. Curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, lift your left foot up this time. Step your left foot between your hands. Exhale. Inhale, rise up high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, come into Parshva side angle pose. Reach up with the right hand. Open up your chest. Pressing into the 4 corners of your front foot, the outside of your back foot. Reach your front hand forward, your right hand. Extend, open up your rib cage. Stay here, or option to reach for the block or the floor on the outside of your front leg. Breathe deep and full. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Drop your right hand down. Step back into plank and slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, transition. Lift your heels and step or hop to the top. Forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to rise up, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Okay, we'll do a little warrior, dancing warrior flow. Okay, inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Arda Hanyamanasana. Exhale, step your left foot back, left heel up. Inhale, rise up to high lunge. Exhale, come to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Hold the side angle. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Now look at the floor. Drop your left hand down. Come up onto the ball of your left foot, so into a runner's lunge. Now we're in low lunge here. Anjaneyasana. Place your left knee down, so this is low lunge. Come all the way up. In fact, this is a good opportunity to use your blocks. Place your blocks where your hands would drop down. Let's use the blocks for this. So, plant your hands on the blocks, curl your left foot, and lift your left leg up. Extend and lower. Lengthen and lower. We're strengthening our hip flexors here. Our glutes, so you're extending and you're internally rotating that back leg. So the inner thigh wants to turn up towards the sky. And one more. And lower. Now lower that leg. We're coming into lizard pose. So drop your hands on the inside of your front foot. You can also use the blocks here. Option to raise the floor up and use the blocks. Be careful that you're not pushing too far into your hip joint. Keep some engagement of the muscles here. So keep pushing into that front foot. Okay? Come down onto your elbows. Option to come down onto your elbows. Option, stay at any station you like to curl your back toe and lift your back heel up. Holding, extending, breathing deep and full. Exhale, release. Come out. And remove the blocks and step back into plank pose. Slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, curl up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe deep and full here. On the next inhale, bring your ball, big feet together, your big toes together. Lift your left heel up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up to high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle, Parsvakonasana. Reach. Breathe. Exhale, drop the right hand down this time. Lift the right heel up. Bring your blocks in. And drop the heel down. And lift up. Down. And up. Down. Keep pushing into the heel of your front foot. Down. And up. Two more here. Down. And up, down. You're rotating your inner thigh up towards the sky, so internally rotating the back leg. Good. Now come down on your back knee in Anjaneyasana, low lunge. This time, jump your left hand on the inside, heel toe your left foot to the outside of the mat, and lower down. Option to use the blocks. onto your elbows. Otherwise, stay up if that's enough of an extension there. Stay here and breathe into this. Squeeze that front leg in. Curl your back toe and lift the back leg up. Extend and lower. Extend and lower. One more time. Extend and lower. Brilliant. Remove the blocks. Bring your left leg back. Curl your toes and come up into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Extending your sits bones up. Pigeon toe your feet in slightly. Lengthen the sides of your body by pressing into your hands, reaching your sits bones up towards the sky. And inhale, lift your heels and step or hop to the top of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down, rise up, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, look up. Exhale, plant your hands and step your left foot back. Keep your left heel up. Inhale, rise to high lunge, pushing into that front heel. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, come into side angle pose. Reaching, extending. Good. Now drop the left hand down, lift the left heel up. We're going to stay here this time. Keep that back leg extended. Jump the right hand on the inside. Heel toe your right foot to the outside of the mat. Okay. Press down onto the big toe of the back foot, the outside of the front foot, and squeeze your right leg into the top of your right arm. So you're building strength in your legs here and flexibility. Pushing down. Okay, now lower your back knee. Bring your block in under your left hand onto the tall setting and reach up. Okay, this is optional, this pose. Just watch first before I do it. It's called twisted monkey pose. So you're going to lean forward onto that left hand and reach back towards your back foot. So you're twisting. So right hand goes back. Okay. And lift up out of that hip. Don't press, don't push too much into the joint. Strengthen this movement here. Good. Holding. Come back and release. Release your foot and come into downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands. Rise up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, reach up and over. Exhale, drop your right hand down, lift your right heel up. Stay here. Hands on blocks. Good, now jump your hand on the inside, so heel toe your left foot out. Squeeze, engage the muscles of your hips. Good. Squeeze your glutes. Fantastic. Holding here. Anjaneyasana. Now drop your back knee down. Option to try twisted monkey on this side. So you're bending that back leg, heel toe your foot forward. So you never want this knee to go over the foot. Okay, and then reach back for that back foot. So you see the way I'm up on this block to help. Good, so reaching back, pressing down to the top of your knee, holding and breathing, deep and full, squeezing that leg in. Good. And release. Come back into child's pose and take 2 breaths in child's pose right here. Inhaling deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale and exhale. So your hips are probably talking to you now. Inhale, come up through tabletop, curl your toes, and then come into downward facing dog here. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Bring your feet together, touching your big toes. Inhale, lift your right heel up, tail of the dog. Exhale, step your right foot forwards. We're coming into pyramid pose here, Tadasana. So, step your right foot forwards, drop your left heel down, grab onto the blocks for a moment, and lift into pyramid pose. This is pyramid pose right here. So your feet are on train tracks, your front leg is straight, and you're pressing down into your feet. So you're engaging the muscles all the way up your leg. Okay, so as though you could draw your hip bone back into the socket, the right hip bone. Pushing down. Very good. Okay, the next pose we're going to try is twisted triangle, okay? So using your left hand on the block, you can either use any of the settings, the low setting, the mid setting, or the high setting. Press your left hand into the block. I'll show you with the high setting. And bring your right hand to your hip. So you're pushing down into your left hand to twist towards the front leg and reach up. That's twisted triangle. You may have to bring that back foot in slightly. So you're pushing down to the inside of your back leg. So you're internally rotating that back leg, externally rotating the front leg, and reaching up. Good. Strengthening your legs here. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Now, next posture, Tadasana. Come into warrior 3. So lift your left leg up. Bend your right leg. Bend your left leg as well. Actually, you can use blocks or not. Entirely up to you. And then extend your left leg up. And extend your right leg. Try to internally rotate the left leg. So that's your back leg. One that's reaching up to the sky. Beautiful. Inhale. It will open out naturally, but try to twist it in by leading with your big toe. And come down to a yogi squat. So open up your knees. Place your backs of your arms on the insides of your thighs. And just rest here, and we'll try the other side. So just swing your hips gently back side to side. Okay, so let's try the other side. So let's start again in downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Bring your big toes together. This time lift your left heel up. Tail of the dog on the left side. Step your left foot forward, and we're coming into pyramid pose on the left side. So feet are on train tracks, toes pointing forwards. It's not a very wide stance. Grab onto your blocks and pour your body down over your legs. Good. Excellent. And then we'll try a twisting triangle. So you're pushing into the block on the right hand and twisting towards the left. Reaching up. Stretching up. Good. Extending. Holding. Good. So your back leg is internally rotating. So your big toe and your inner thigh here are twisting up towards the sky, in and up. Good. Holding. And release. Now bend both legs. Hop off the back leg into bent-legged warrior 3. Bend both legs. Either place your hands on the floor or on the blocks, entirely up to you. And then extend that back leg for Tadasana, standing splits. Internally rotate the back leg. Breathe deep and full. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Drop your leg down and go ahead and grab onto your block. Our next posture, you'll be glad to know, is lying on your back. Supta Hasta Padangusthasana. So supine hand to foot pose. So just slowly make your way onto your back. Extend your left leg along the mat and bend your right knee into your chest. Just draw your knee into your chest, maybe massage your low back. Okay, using the strap, just place the strap over the ball of your foot. Hold both sides of the strap with your right hand. Place your left hand on your left hip to keep that hip open. And we're just going to press strongly into the ball of the right big toe here and open that leg out. We're not going out too far. And bring it in. And out. And in. So you're pushing the ball of your toe into the strap. Out. And in. One more time. Out. And in. And just to have a lovely, delicious stretch, just extend your leg over your body. Good. And reach your right hand out. Your hip will pop up off the ground. And just enjoy that. Maybe shuffle your shoulders a little bit to the left so that they can stay as grounded as possible. Good. Help that leg back up. Change back to this side. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest up. Draw your leg towards your face. And release. Bend and change sides. You should feel an extension in that side and that right leg. Now bend your left knee into your chest. Hug your knee into your chest. Hook up your foot and reach up. Left hand with the left foot. Good. Hold. Place your right hand on your right hip. And you're pushing up into the strap, into the ball of the left toe. And you're opening out and draw in. Inhale out. Not a very big movement, maybe like 10 inches. In, out, in, and out, and in. Good, let's cross over, so change hands, right hand now. Let's just cross over to get a lovely stretch on that side. And I'm hitting the railings here. Hopefully you don't have that problem. Holding. Get a beautiful extension of the back of your low back. And reaching up, change back to the left hand. Inhale, reach your right hand down your right leg and draw your leg towards your face. Good. And release. Beautiful. Release the strap and come back up to a seated position. Okay. So option here, let me just do my hair back. Option here to sit back in Virasana pose. So remember, Virasana is hero's pose. You may feel a little more open in your hips to sit actually in Virasana while you just watch the next little, I'm going to demonstrate the next couple of postures. So the next couple of postures we're going to do are Arda Hanyamanasana and Hanumanasana. So Arda, of course, means half. Okay, so this is the part of the session where we actually use either a blanket or a towel. So let me make sure that's not in the way. Okay, so Arda Hanyamanasana means half splits or half monkey pose. Okay, so you're coming up onto both knees. Just watch this one. So stay seated in Virasana. Come up onto both knees. Extend your right foot forward on the blanket. You see the way the blanket's on the floor so that it can move. I also have my blocks under my hand so that I feel really in control of it. I don't want my leg to slide out. So half monkey pose is this one, Arda Hanyamanasana. Okay, draw your right hip, so your right leg's forward, your right big toes pushing forward and opening out. Draw your right hip in and extend your body over your front leg. So you'll feel a strong extension in the back of the right leg. You can use the straps or hold the floor, entirely up to you. Use the blocks, not straps. And inhale, slowly coming up. Okay, so that's half monkey pose. Full monkey pose, so the option is to stay here. Full monkey pose, you gently ease your foot forward, but be controlled with this. Keep the strength. So you're drawing in as you push forward. Let's actually, I'll guide you through a few of these. So press forward and in. Forward and in. Forward and then full Hanumanasana. You walk the back foot back, trying to turn that back leg in and the front foot out. So this is optional, okay? I asked you to maybe get a blanket, a pillow, a blanket, or a bolster, and this can be used to prop up that front leg so that you can be doing this posture on top of a bolster. Okay, so let's try. I'll walk you through these postures, and we'll come out, drawing the front leg into pigeon. Okay, let's start with Arda Hanyamanasana. Okay, so let's start with our left leg. So place your blanket on the floor in front of the mat. Come up onto your knees. Reach your left foot forwards. Flex your left toe up. Remember, you're trying to push the ball of the left foot forward, so you're externally rotating that front leg. Use the blocks to bring the floor up. Okay? And really feel the sensations of this. You're drawing the left leg back into the socket as you reach your chest forward. Either reach for the floor or the next setting of the blocks. Entirely up to you. Breathe deep and full. Keep pushing through that front big toe. Then inhale, come to straight back up. Try not to hyperextend that front knee. I tend to do that, so I have to remember to micro bend it. Okay, now we're pressing into Hanumanasana. Gently, make sure it's controlled. You don't want this to slip out. Slowly allow and bring it in. Press forwards and bring it in. Press the foot forwards and bring it in. One more time. Press forwards and bring it in. And now, stay here, or option 2, place your bolster or your pillow underneath. So it's sort of right underneath the top of your thigh, so that you can see the way I'm walking the back foot back. Internally rotating that back foot, so it's not opening up this way. Internally rotating shoulders front and resting on your prop. Okay, so staying here. Or removing that prop and coming into full Hanumanasana. But I'm trying to keep pulling my legs towards each other, so I'm not sitting in the joints and overstretching my legs. Okay, and option to reach up and release. Come up, bend that front leg in, and maybe come into child's pose. Breathing deep and full. Okay, let's try the right leg now. Now that the left leg is fully extended and stretched. So put the right, you don't have to change sides, I'm just doing it so that I'm not facing the back of you. Okay, so let's get this prop ready. So come up onto your knees, extend your right leg forward onto the towel. Don't overextend that front leg, so keep some engagement in the muscle here. Okay, so reach your chest forward, extend over that front leg. Use the blocks or reach for the floor. Listen to your body. Keep the engagement of the muscles here so you're not dumping down into your joint. Good, come up. Then press 5 or 6 or 10 inches forward and back. Forward and back. One more time, pressing forward and back. Now use your prop, use your pillow. Put right underneath your thigh, right in front of that back leg, so that you can come more into the position of Hanuman, the leap, the monkey pose. Reaching up. Option here to remove the prop and come into full Hanumanasana pose. Okay, so the back foot wants to turn in. Don't allow the hip to open up. Keep drawing this leg back into its socket. Pushing down and reach up. Both hands up towards the sky. Breathe deep and full. You can try this out on your own for longer. And exhale, release. Draw your front knee in. And we're actually going to make our way now, after all that leaping and courageous leaps of faith, we're going to lie on your back again in a beautiful happy baby pose. So bend your knees deeply into your chest. Lift your feet up towards the sky and hold on either to the outsides of your shins or the outsides of your feet, whatever's most comfortable. Maybe bring some small movements or just stay still. It's entirely up to you. Breathe deep and full just here. Notice the thoughts that come. Invite any settling in your body, your heart, your emotions. Okay, now plant your left foot down, cross your right leg over your left, and just gently draw your left knee up. So your right knee is coming in towards your body. Hold your right foot with your left hand, flex the foot, and just be gentle here. Done a lot of hip work today. Strengthening and stretching. Circle out your left foot if that feels good. And jump switch will change sides. So cross your left leg over your right and draw your right knee in towards your chest. Flex your left foot. Hold on to your left foot with your right hand. Hold your left knee with your left hand. And just gently draw your leg in. Sink into the mat, become heavy and settled. Circle out that right foot if it feels comfortable. And now we will prepare for the hardest pose of all, Shavasana. So make your way into Shavasana. You may wish to practice Shavasana with your legs up the wall here. Up to you entirely. Or just come to Shavasana with your legs slightly separate. Allow your feet to fall out. Make sure you're not touching any props. Your hands can be on your belly if you like, or out down by your sides. Allow your breath to become soft and natural. Sink and settle into the earth. Allow the earth to support and keep you safe right here. Sink and settle and receive the benefits of your practice today. Bring your awareness back to your breathing. Breathe more deeply. Now bring some small movements to your hands and feet. Circling your wrists, making circles with your ankles. Reach your hands overhead. Draw your legs together and extend across the mat. Slowly and deliberately bend one knee at a time. Plant your left foot and then your right on the mat. Shift your hips to the right and roll over onto your left side. And just remain in a fetal position. Slowly, keeping your eyes closed, make your way back up to a seated position. Just cross your legs naturally in a comfortable cross-legged position. Relax your hands onto your knees. And invite whatever thoughts come. Receive the power that you've developed, the courage that you have deep down to take the leaps of faith in your life that are so often necessary. Bring your hands to prayer. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you have peace, and may you ride the waves of your life, no matter what you're given. Namaste. Thank you.